Hi, folks. I'm Peri, Lyons, New York City celebrity psychic. I've got slightly pageant hair today, so forgive me. And how are you? It's good to see you, and thank you for being in here. If you are here. If you're not here, never mind. Okay, hi. So, I don't know if you noticed, it was a slightly grumpy day today. I had my friend Elizabeth Grace, who's been on the show a couple of times, and she's a Wellesley educated, very posh astrologer, one of the best in the world. And she called me this morning. She was like, essentially, don't get out of bed today. I'm like, oh, that's exactly the permission slip I've been looking for. But if you notice today, she said that there was this moon in Capricorn, which apparently means that people are kind of all about like doing things right and being a little bit ruthless in a nice way, or not actually a nice way, because ruthless isn't nice. But she also said that there'd be a lot of sort of grumpiness around, and people would be kind of spoiling for fights. So if you had that kind of day, she says it'll be better by 11 p.m. So go to bed now. No, after the show. And so also today, if it's okay with you guys, I'd like to wish my big sister, Tony, a happy birthday. And she gave me $20 to not tell her age. So, and I first met Tony, who's my full sister, when I was 25 and she was a little bit older. That $20 a long way. And so one thing I just wanted to say today is if anybody out there ever feels like everybody else has a perfect family and, you know, people who look good on the outside, they have it all made. I'm just telling you, they're just not telling you what's going on, okay? Because everybody in the world, except like 2 people I know, are in really screwed up families. And God bless us, everyone. We do the best we can. And we just keep loving people, no matter what. So, and some days that's a lot easier than other days. So, the other thing I wanted to share is a couple of you. Oh, hi, we've got Leah in Victoria, Virginia. Oh, I've got a friend right there. Hi, love. Do you mind hanging out for a minute? You want to grab a snack or something? I'm just going to do like the psychic weather forecast. Are you cool with that? Yes, all good? Can I fix my hair? Is that good too? Pageant hair. Okay. So 1 sec, hang on, breathe deeply, like that, except not as goofy. Okay, so picking these cards out, we're going to do the psychic weather forecast for the week. And I don't know if you've noticed, but it seems like there really is a kind of psychic weather. The old German word for it was like Zeitgeist, which means sort of spirit of the moment, spirit of the times. And it seems like every few days, everybody I know is going through really similar stuff. I mean, not exactly similar, because that would be weird, but similar stuff. And this week has been a lot about, I've noticed with my clients and my friends, some of whom overlap, that it's been a week in which we're learning to get out of denial about what we want people to be, various people in our lives, and start to learn to accept them for who they are. And that's been a big theme this week. So if that's come up for you, just know you're not alone. Okay. Oh, cool. I'm using a new deck today. It's called the Illuminated Tarot. It's quite good. And it's a little hard to see, but apparently a teepee is the first part of this week. And the teepee, for reasons that are rather unclear to me at the moment, in this deck, indicates kind of just success, that not a huge success, a teepee-sized success. Success that you've been kind of chipping away at, like doing a little something every day for a while to get something to work. Okay. And so the teepee, this is a great deck. Honestly, I'm still getting used to it because I'm a Rider-Waite girl. But apparently the people in this teepee have been hard at work. You see the little implements there. They've been sawing and hammering and doing other mysterious things, as people in teepees do. And that was not an anti-Indigenous peoples remark. That was just me being goofy. So it means that the little things, the hammer that you use to tap in like 5 nails in the morning, or the little things you've been doing are suddenly going to pay off in a really nice way. The second card is sort of a Pisces card. And for all you Pisces out there, rock on, I'm one too. And Pisces is a little about being dreamy. The sign is 2 fish swimming in opposite directions, which can signify either conflicting desires or the fact that fish are kind of stupid. But this is a good week to do Piscean things. So contemplation, meditation. Some Pisces I know drinking a lot, but maybe not that. But it's a time to sort of go inside and breathe deeply and think about what you really want, and then who you have to shoot to get it. I'm kidding. I do not believe in violence, except for ex-husbands. Didn't say that. Oh, and the last one is the Sun card. Now, 7 is considered a lucky number in almost every culture. And the Sun is considered lucky because if we didn't have it, it would be a very cold, short, brief life. But the Sun is about a kind of happiness that you weren't expecting, and sometimes might not even feel prepared for or even deserving of. But the Sun is also happiness with children. So if you don't have any, write some. If you do have some, hang out with them and just enjoy the greatness of that. And if you're a multi-godmother like me, go take your kids to the bowling alley or buy them presents. But so this week is starting off with small efforts, finally bringing you a success of some kind. Not a huge success. You're not going to be like emperor or something, but that's next week. But a success that was meaningful. The second card is about taking some time for contemplation and meditation. And the third card is saying that prepare yourself for happiness that you're not prepared for. You know what I mean? Okay, we've got Leah in Victoria, Virginia. Hello, Pumpkin. How are you? Thank you for being so patient. How are you today?
Hey, thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Nice to hear your voice. So if you watch this show, you know that I like to ask people when their birthdays are. You don't have to tell me the date because I won't tell you mine. But it's how I connect to you. So do you mind telling me what your birthday is?
Yeah, it's in November.
Any particular day? Or just
the 28th.
Was it long labor? oh, that's a great day.
It falls on Thanksgiving this year.
A lot of years. I have a lot of friends at that birthday. There's the beautiful socialite and vegan cookbook author, Cornelia Guest. That's her birthday. Okay, let me see. So would you like, do you have a specific question, as long as it's not about geometry? Or would you like me to just do sort of a general deep dive? Or I feel like there's a couple of things.
General.
Okay. This feels, oh, I like your energy. It's nice. It's yummy. Okay. I get this with cool women on the show a lot. And maybe it's just the last couple of weeks, but I'm getting a lot of very smart, very accomplished women who are over-giving in their lives. And maybe not ask. Yeah. Bingo. Busted. Yeah. You know what? I know the feeling. And that's a beautiful quality, but you're such a good person that you can take a couple of weeks off from overgiving and be selfish, because your idea of being selfish is other people's idea of being Mother Teresa. So for the next couple of weeks, that is something I'd like you to sort of look up the phrase self-care on the internet, right? And do everything they tell you to. And also, if you get in touch with me, I'll send you a little book on tape about boundaries, because I'm learning about those. And I think it might be a good time for you to start saying, there's a magic word, repeat it after me, no. Hey, Leah, I want to leave the office early today. Would you mind picking up my 3 kids, doing my ironing, and I don't know, stuffing my dog? Okay, maybe not that.
Right.
But so repeat after me. after I say, Leah, would you mind doing everything on my to-do list for me in the next 10 minutes while I go lay in the sun? And so here's what you say. Ready? No.
No.
Good girl. Yes, you just changed your life. Yes. Well done. You're very well liked at work. I don't think they know quite. Sorry, my pageant hair is bothering me. Did you just change your hair recently? Or are you planning on doing that?
I did.
Yeah. Well, I am actually psychic. So, so at work, I feel like they take you a little for granted. Let's fix that, shall we? So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's because, again, it's a chick thing, man. And if you're a guy, I'd be like, it's a man thing, man. But it's because you're a little modest about calling attention to what you do, because you don't want to seem show-offy or, seem a little show-offy. You can do that because you're doing kind of 1.5 to 2 people's jobs for the pay of one. I would like that to be fixed. So
yeah,
maybe you can start keeping a little log of what you do, like just kind of so you can show it to your boss when it's review time. And
right.
Okay, yeah,
yeah, I've thought about that myself.
Who's the little girl with you? Because there's a beautiful little girl. Do you have a little daughter?
My daughter. Yes.
Oh, well, wait a minute. She's not so little. I'm seeing her when she was little. How old is she now?
She's 6.
Oh, okay. I should have said 6 because that was what I was getting. There you go. Is she 7 in July? She seems like a water sign. I'm going out on a limb here. What day is her birthday?
So her birthday is April 7th.
Oh, well, I was totally wrong. It had to happen someday. But she's got a very, yeah. She does have a very fiery thing to her. Is she a little firecracker?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. What's her call? Let me see if I can get her.
Child.
Yeah, that would be correct. Yes, you would have that right. The nice thing is, are you and her daddy not together? Is it okay if I ask that? You can lie.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. And that's a little hard for her because she's kind of a daddy's girl. She loves you, but you're so perfect and so there that this is a sign of perfect motherhood. She completely takes you for granted. But here's what I would say. I think maybe her dad doesn't always, how can I put this, dwell in the palace of truth. So the most important, that was tactful, wasn't it?
Yeah, nail right on the head with that one.
Well, yeah. Yes, he seemed familiar to me from some of the men I've been with. Not the current one, though, and we'll get back to that in a second. Let me see what time it is, because I want to give you some time, but okay, good. So she wants his attention, and what I'm going to ask you to do is just make sure, you're a really truthful person. In fact, you're one of those people that can't lie. When you try to lie, your voice goes up an octave and you turn like purple, or you just can't lie. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That's kind of a Sagittarius thing, too, just so you know.
Yeah, I call myself brutally honest.
Yeah. Well, I know. It seems, you know what? I tell myself this, too, because I'm a blurter, and I think you sometimes are, but you learn to control it. But when you were a kid, you were the one who would say, like, Mommy, why is that lady's hair on funny? But you would just sort of tell the truth when people, I got it. Your daughter has, wait a minute, she's got a very pretty name. Is it 3 syllable? Okay. I was going to guess her name, but it's a little unusual. Do you mind if I ask her first name?
Yeah, her name is Julia.
Okay, I'll take that, Julia.
I put my name in her name, so it has my name in her name. So Leah's in her name too.
Nice.
So it's like Julia. Yeah.
I love that. That's also a very ancient name for empresses. You weren't allowed to have that name 3 syllables. I was right. You weren't allowed to have that name if you weren't an empress. So I think she might be a little reincarnated empress, which explains a lot. You also, I think you have a boy who's 2 years older.
I have a brother, a younger brother.
Oh, that's interesting. Is he a little, that's interesting because I usually write about kids, but do you think of your brother sometimes sort of as your son? Because you have to take care of him a lot and he's kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Close, but no cigar. Okay, so I've got Anne in Toronto waiting, but here's what I want to tell you. If you're seeing somebody now, I think your person is showing up soon, but I think you're going to meet him. Did you stop going to church for a while and now you're going back?
Yeah, I just moved to my town and I've been looking into churches around here.
Yeah. Fastest psychic in the West, except I'm not in the West. But, I think the person that you're going to be with is somebody you probably meet at either a church-related activity or at church. And go with the church. Don't go with the church that you think you should. Go with the church that speaks to you, where you walk in and you're like, you know what, this feels good. Because your spiritual life is a big part of who you are. You got a very nice connection to the big love. And you have a lot of angels around you.
Oh, good.
Especially, I've got to get to Anne in Toronto, but who's obviously very nice and patient. But I did want to tell you that there's a woman who feels like your grandmother, not sure which side, she didn't pass that long ago, but not that recently, who's here with you. So it's an older. When did she pass, my love?
She passed in 2011.
Okay, so same year as my dad. I'm so sorry. She's very present, though. And I don't know if you're her goddaughter or if you look like her or what the connection is, but she's hanging out. And she's also, the last thing I'm going to say, and feel free to write me. I'm on Facebook at Peri Lyons, either my personal page or Peri Lyons Psychic for Skeptics and Smart People on Facebook. Or, just get in touch with me because I'd like to see how you're doing. I've got a couple more things to tell you.
Okay, that'd be great.
So you are going to get married again, and I think the little boy that I saw is not your brother. I think that you're going to have another kid. So, God help you.
Right.
But I am seeing a little boy circling you. So, I mean, not literally. That would be bad. But I'm seeing a little boy around you. So he's very cute. And the last thing I'm going to say is the man you're meeting, you don't know how attractive you are. You're really attractive. And this guy is fine. Okay, so send me a picture.
Yeah.
Yes, he's fine. He's got beautiful eyes. That's how you know it's him. Beautiful. Beautiful. The little boy will have beautiful eyes too. All right, my love. Let me know. Okay?
I sure will. Thank you so much.
No problem. Say hi to Julia. If you send me your mailing address, I'll send her a good children's book, okay?
Oh, she would love that. I'll do that.
She's a great reader. All right. See you soon, babe. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
My pleasure. Bye. Oh, that was so much fun. I get the best people here. So if you're watching and you haven't or listening or doing both, and if you haven't called in, call in next week because I'm good. We'll get along. And I just get the best people. So if you're best people, give me a buzz next week. Okay. Anne, thank you for being such a patient pumpkin. How are you?
Hi, I'm very good. Thank you. And how are you tonight?
Good. And I just put my scarf over my... Okay, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Hi.
Okay, hi.
So I'm going to ask you what day your birthday is. As I said before, no dates because don't ask, don't tell. But that's how I sort of tune in on you. So just tell me what day your birthday is.
It's June 16th.
Oh, happy birthday.
No, thank you.
Oh, you little Gemini, you. Oh, you went through a little period of depression recently. I'm sorry, but boy, is that about to change. And you know what? If you're a little worried, a lot of us put on a little weight over the last couple of months. naming no names, but her name is Peri Lyons, and she's talking to you. So if you've had a little health issue or if you're a little worried about your weight, don't worry about it. It's going to drop off soon. And it also feels to me like you have a couple of food allergies, which are food sensitivities. So usually we crave what we're sensitive to. So if you find I'm sensitive to milk and to like wheat, and I would, if you put me in a room filled with bread and dairy and wheat, if you put me in a huge room filled with bread and milk and came back in 2 days, it would be gone. I would be happy. So anything that you find you sort of craving, have some water instead, because you've got some nice stuff to dress up for coming in July. You're going, okay, I'm sorry, I should ask you, do you have a specific question? Hi, sweetie.
No, you seem to be doing well without a question.
Okay, thank you. You know, all of my closest friends, except my roommate, who's my closest friend, in New York City, are all from Toronto. I love people from Toronto. Okay, so yeah, you're great. I don't know if you know this, but you're going either to a wedding or some sort of bridal shower or baby shower, or there's something coming up mid to end July. I don't know if you know this yet. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do. So go buy a dress. That's your excuse. But around that time, you're some people who maybe, the last couple of years have not been that great for you. There's been a lot of unfairness. Yeah. No, it's like you're not a victim person. That's not how you roll or rock. But you had a lot of unfair crap happen to you. People have been unkind, and I'm sorry because you deserve a lot better. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes, it is.
Well, that sucks. I'm sorry, but that's over. It's going to be over in about. It's going to be over in about 2 weeks. Here's the thing I wanted to tell you about the bridal shower, or whatever this party thing is. I don't think it's a family reunion, but you are going to bump into one or two of those people there. So here's what I'd like you to say to yourself before you walk into the room, or I'd like you to throw back your shoulders. Ready? I don't really have shoulders, but
okay.
And say to yourself the magic words: I am beautiful and I am loved, because you are and you are. And the last 2 years your self-esteem took a big hit because of this stuff. And because you're a good person, and we tend to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Suckers. I am, and I am. Yeah. We tend to blame ourselves when other people are sucky to us. So none of this was your doing, not your fault. And karma will get these people, just so you know. And the nice thing about karma is it's a lot meaner than we are, and it has a much better imagination. So,
that's true.
You were married. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I don't feel like you are right now.
No.
But I'm sorry, that's hard. And you were married for a while. It feels like 12 years, around there?
Pretty close, 15.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was projecting because I was married for 12 years, but we didn't get divorced till 15 years.
That's okay.
And that's still, thank you. I appreciate that. And you still have, I think you sometimes long for the comfort of that, and you'll miss sort of the idea of him, but then you'll think about, then you're like, okay, I don't actually miss him so much. And I think you've been feeling like, oh, my life is over. I will never meet another man. And the reason I can do that voice so well is because I didn't get a friggin' date. Hi, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Leah, I'm sorry, Ann, are you there? I'm going to keep talking, and Dave, my fabulous and insanely handsome producer, was going to fix the sound, but I'm just going to tell Ann she can go back on YouTube and look at this and see what's coming up for her. So Ann, even if you can't hear me, I'm still talking to you. And this is what I get, which is that you have sort of talked yourself out of the possibility of romance. Okay, great. You sort of talked yourself out of the possibility of romance, and you're wrong.
Okay.
So there you go. You might be wearing the wrong perfume. I didn't get a damn date for 3 years. This is a while ago, and I was still really cute. And I stopped wearing opium perfume. Everything changed. So change your perfume. I'd like you to wear colors, like brighter colors. I think you like them and they look good on you, but you haven't been wearing a lot of them. And before you go to sleep, I'd like you to take like 3 deep breaths and say out loud, the perfect partner for me is already here, and he's coming towards me in spirit, and he's coming towards me in reality. You can go back to YouTube and sort of listen to that again, but you can paraphrase it. So that's probably not until next March or April. So have a good time until then. Enjoy being single.
I will.
Also, I think you're going to get a managerial position if you don't already have one at work. We've got 60 seconds. You're very good with people. I'd really like you to study like empowering yourself and getting confidence, because you are a really good broad is what you are. And you really are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And well, we'll get to grandkids some other time. All right, my dear. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, contact me on Facebook, Peri Lyons, Perilyons, Psychic for Skeptics and Smart People, or just Peri Lyons. Let me know how you are, because I have a couple more things I want to tell you, okay? And on me. All right, thank you. Tune in next week, guys. The show makes a great drinking game. Every time I say if you take a sip of like San Emilio 1982, you won't even be buzzed by the end of the show, but it's worth a try. Anyway, Moonstruck TV, A1R Networks, we're global, and we think you're really cute, just so you know. Come back next week. I'm Peri Lyons, New York City Celebrity Psychic, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. You can watch us in a lot of places. See you later, cherished ducklings. Bye.